Um, so an interesting question came up, which was that an individual experienced sad emotion, depression, call it what you want, implemented some mindfulness, and then that feeling went away, and they felt a little bit remorse that it had gone away. Yeah. And so if you were to look at this in the normal psychological way, you would say, well, this individual perhaps has some kind of a regret about not feeling sad or not feeling depressed. And therefore, while mindfulness may have taken that thing away, it's actually left them with another problem. Yeah. So it's changed the initial thing, but it's left them with another problem. This problem, now they're thinking, oh, why do I feel like this? Once again, to the space of non acceptance, resistance. Over the last 5 years, so one of our research students has brought this to light, and I thought it's relevant that we speak about it because of the question, is that over the last, say, 5, 6 years, they've discovered that people who practice meditation have adverse effects. Something that we spoke about in 2016 at the cathedral with Miguel, the author of the Buddha Pill, that meditation without the right context, without the right understanding, will show individuals experiences or take them to experiences which are by default um, will be diagnosed as a pathology, will be diagnosed as an illness, will be diagnosed as a adverse effect. The word is diagnosed. So they've done these research studies and they found, yeah, there's loads of them. People after meditation feel anxious. So why would you feel anxious if meditation works? Good question. No? So they say, well, look, it's an adverse effect of meditating. Then there are people who will feel particularly low. On the contrary of taking them out of their meditation, it might take them to a space where they feel profoundly isolated. And you'd say, well, that's definitely an adverse effect. Don't want anyone to feel isolated. Then there are others who will have visions, see colors. And these will be diagnosed, that's the word, diagnosed as hallucinations. So they've got a whole range of these, whole range of them. And as a result, they have demonstrated clearly that meditation, as being practiced out there, has risks. And some of these risks are serious. Some of these risks aren't just about feeling anxious about a bit of meditation. So the question would be first, why do they feel that stuff? The second, there are only two alternatives. Either you understand what's happening with them, or you don't understand what's happening with them and you pathologize it, right? Make it into an illness. Oh, no, no, meditation ain't right for you. Here are some SSRIs or whatever it is. However, the meditation, so the reason this is so interesting is because the model of the meditation that I have been presenting over the last 20 years is a meditation process that is encased in an understanding. And what will be considered as a adverse effect, in fact, gives me an understanding of your egoic complex. The deconstruction process of your conditioned sense of self. If you have conditioned yourself to become accustomed to feeling a particular way, and that familiarity goes, yeah, doesn't matter how bad the shoe hits, pinches your foot. Once it goes, you miss it, right? So it's not an adverse effect. On the contrary, it's an indicator of your growth, of saying, the reason I feel this is because the familiarity of that which I'm becoming used to or have been used to isn't there. Because if it was there, I would feel this, I wouldn't feel this. So that feeling, that sense of why am I feeling this, that's different, is a feedback mechanism. So you would see it as a jewel on the path of enlightenment. And here's the other word. That the word we are using is the word jewel, that which is precious. So when you go through these experiences, the reason they are so precious is because they are taking you to your real self. And therefore, what may be seen as a pathology is, on the contrary, predominantly that which is telling you of your growth. But if you don't have the context of consciousness, mind, human consciousness, evolution, all that kind of stuff, if you don't have that context, then you can't make sense of it. And therefore you pathologize it, right? And hence, and this is something, I've been harping on about maybe for 20 years, 10 years, certainly for 10 years. And especially when these like 1 week of courses came up of mindfulness teachers, right? Someone would go in, have a 1 week course, they'd come up and say, well, I can teach you mindfulness now. And you think, no, you're doing yourself harm, and you're certainly doing the other person harm, because you're giving them an elastoplast, but you're not telling them how, if these adverse effects happen, which they will, it's only a matter of time, or they can say it doesn't work. One of the two, right? In terms of hallucinations, so there was a study that was done in, I think, Australia, Victoria University, or something like that. And what they found out was maybe 40 or 50% of people who go through meditation will have what they call precognitive experiences. What that means is they'll know things before they're going to happen. Or it's like a deja vu. Or it's just like a familiarity. Right? Then there are about 40 or 50%, and not small percentages, 25 plus, but not over 50. So in that range, or who have auditory experiences. They hear voices. Now, if you went and told your psychiatrist, oh, by the way, when I meditate, I'm hearing voices, what are they going to tell you? You stop meditating, right? Do you understand? However, if you have an understanding of frequencies, existence, states of consciousness, the whole shamanic worldview, the whole ethereal worldview, if you have all of that as part of your understanding, it's not that freaky. It's not that freaky. Particularly if you understand Akashic records. It's not freaky at all. All information is accessible at any given point, all information, ever that was and ever that will be. Because existence is whole. This is why those who know. You know what I mean? They're not making it up, they just know. So without that major context, without that understanding, and without having examples of lived experiences, not some will never get there. There's loads of them. You just need to look for them. You need to know where you're looking. Because you're not going to find them on your TVs. You're not going to find them on your front pages. You're not going to find them on your social media. So we begin to realize that there's a practical understanding of this process, which is very valuable if you're going to bring it into a worldview, a culture that doesn't have any understanding of it. And therefore, rather than making people who are recovering yet more pathologized, I mean, look, you can have psychotic experiences. You can have experiences of life that you would not have recognized, but you know it's yours. And if you went and asked anyone, because you can't make sense of this, you feel you've lost it. And because the main worldview is so rigid, so controlled, no human emotion, all intellect, knowledge, barriers, all of that, check sheets, no humanity, you can see why there increase in suicides, psychosis, mental illness. Why? Right? So it's not just about the inhumanity that's going on in places like Gaza, etc., but it's an inhumanity in the systems that we are currently engaged in. They need to be questioned. They need to be questioned. And they need to be brought to accountability. Because pathologizing people, simply drugging them, yeah, is robbing them of the most precious gift they have, life and awareness. You know? So I wanted to make that important distinction. Hence, avoid those who do not have teachers. Teachers from teachers from teachers from teachers from teachers. Need to know who your teachers are and what they're about. What they're about. Because if your teacher ain't good enough, you ain't good enough. No? So important criteria, lineage, important criteria. Practice, own practice, 10, 20 years, you've done the job yourself, you understand what the process is. You've seen the heebie-jeebies, you've gone through all of that, you've seen whatever, yeah, you know of it. You've met others who have taken you steps further, others who have shown you how far it can go. Experiential, right? These are fundamental criteria. Otherwise, meditation is a fad, like any other fad, whatever. It has a life, but the life isn't necessarily beneficial over a period of time. Okay, I think that's enough today. Um, okay, so we'll do our meditation, but as usual, we will go for body scan, the humming, and once you hear the bell, you come to your breath, and we're going to sit with the breath. And then maybe depending on how we go, every time the bell goes, we'll play with the bell for a while. And maybe towards the end, depending on where we are as a group, we will either come back with humming or we will come back with silence. We'll take it as we go. Okay, so as usual, begin with your posture. Back is straight and upright, shoulders are pulled back, chin is pulled in, so your neck is stretched, not rigid, but erect, not firm or stressed. And make sure that your hips, etc., legs are relaxed, softened. Eyes are closed, mouth is closed. As you draw your next breath in, bring your focus to your body and notice your posture. Notice if there's any discomfort in the body at all. Any discomfort, physical discomfort. And then using the hula hoop method, we're going to scan the body starting from the top of our head. And as we scan our body, begin to notice anything that draws your attention. This could be a pain, a tightness, an itch, all the way down. Once again, coming back to your body, just a quick overview, and then gently bringing your focus to the seat that you're on. And you notice the sensations where the chair or the seat makes contact with your body. And I want you to draw your focus to those sensations. So you're not trying to work them out, you're simply becoming aware of them. And then as you breathe in, you're going to bring your focus up so you become aware of your hips. Your intention is simply to seek sensations. And then gently move this focus down your thighs towards your knees. From your knees, you bring your focus down, scanning the back of your legs, scanning the front. And then from your ankles, moving down to your feet. Remember, you're looking for sensations, right? And then gently moving your focus to the soles of your feet. And you want to try and hold your focus there for a short while. Next breath in, you bring your focus back to the seat you're on. Notice that your back is straight and upright. See if there's any discomfort there. And then as you breathe in, you bring your focus from your lower back upwards towards your middle back. And then we scan from our middle back upwards towards our shoulder blades. And then gently bring your focus to your shoulders. See if you can soften your shoulders. And then when you're ready, you bring your focus from your shoulders down to your elbows. From your elbows, gently moving down towards your wrists. Taking your time. And then notice the palms of your hands. And then bringing your focus to your fingers. Next breath in, you bring your focus towards your eyes. And you begin to notice what you're aware of. Is it darkness? Is it colors? Is it the back of your eyelids? When you notice this awareness cannot be switched off. And then as you breathe out, you allow your eyes to soften, gently bringing your focus towards your lips. Scanning your upper lip, scanning your lower lip. And then gently bring your focus within your mouth. Notice the sensations within the mouth. Roof of your mouth. Inside cheeks. And then notice your tongue. Allow it to soften. Allow your jaw to soften. Allowing yourself to be receptive, removing any trace of tension. And then as you breathe out, you allow your face to soften. And on your next breath in, you bring your focus just beneath your nose and you begin to notice your breath. You notice that you have an in-breath and you notice you have an out-breath. You hold your focus beneath your nose. Noticing the breath as it moves in, noticing the breath as it moves out. You will notice that the in-breath has a start and an end. And the out-breath has a start and an end. Stay with your breath. And now we're going to use our breath to hum. So as you breathe in, draw a slow, deep breath in. Hold. And when you're ready, you begin to hum as you breathe out. Hum. Hold your focus on the sound. Allow the breath to breathe outwards naturally. So in breath in, hold, finding your own rhythm. Slow breath in. listening to your breath as intently as you can. On your next breath out, open your awareness to all the sounds around you, simply listening, including the sound of your breath. Sounds which are close to you and sounds which are further away. Allow the sound of the bell to take you into the silence. Listening. Gently bring your focus just beneath your nose, sitting with your breath in silence. with your breath. On your next breath out, expand your awareness, once again becoming aware of the whole body as best as you can. Notice if there's any discomfort in the body. Bring your focus to the seat you're on. And once again, notice the sensations where the body makes contact. Bringing your focus to your hips. Drawing it gently down your thighs towards your knees. From your knees, moving down towards your ankles. Take your time. And then from your ankles to your feet. And then from your feet down to the soles of your feet. Once again, coming back to your seat, notice the back is straight and upright. Shoulders relaxed, arms, hands comfortable. Your eyes are still closed, your mouth is still closed, and your face is relaxed, bringing your focus to your breath. And now as you breathe in, you can sense your body. As you breathe out, you can sense your body. Breathing in, you feel calm. Breathing out, you feel calm. Breathing in, you can sense your body. Breathing out, you can sense your body. And once again, on your next breath in, draw a slow, deep breath in, hold, and we begin to hum. Bring your focus to your breath, and once again, sitting in silence. Notice how the body feels. Notice how the breath is breathing. Hear the next bell. Use this bell to draw slow, deep breaths in, and in your own good time, gently opening your eyes. Take your time, enjoy the silence before the bell.